Potsy, a win at home at the weekend, which must have put a smile on everybody's faces.
Yeah, definitely. It makes your weekend a lot more enjoyable. Obviously, getting back-to-back wins again was massive. So, yeah, a really good 3 points for us on Saturday.
And I think an improved performance. Obviously, Accrington a couple of weeks ago was difficult, but good to see the lads come out on the front foot and really take it to Gillingham.
It was. I mean, our home form obviously hasn't been amazing. Something that we definitely wanted to address. Our away form's obviously been very strong. So, yeah, it was nice, like I say, to get back-to-back wins, but also to get that win at home, which was important to think, and it gives everybody a real boost and a real lift.
And obviously the league very much our priority, but an opportunity with this game tomorrow to see a few different faces and maybe get some minutes into the lads who haven't had as much recently.
Yeah, for sure. There's no doubt that obviously there'll be lads, you know, within the squad and within the team who have not featured before. But like you say, a great way to showcase your academy and show what else we've got underneath coming through. So an excellent opportunity for them boys to play in a really good stadium, a proper stadium as well, and showcase what they're all about.
How much do these EFL Trophy games sort of work their way into your planning when you and the other coaches are looking at the weeks and months ahead? How much emphasis is put on these games to maybe give a few opportunities to some new faces? Yeah,
well, it's always important that you look ahead and you plan and prepare. Obviously, we've done that with this game in mind as well. Obviously, our full squad, shall we say, is not as strong as we would like it at the moment, hence why there's obviously going to be a few more younger faces involved. But certainly these games are, you know, we go into every game wanting to win, and tomorrow will be no different. I mean, if you were to tell the lads that we're going to take part, that we're going there, you know, it'll be all right if we get an okay result. Everybody wants to win, that's what we're going for. So fingers crossed we can get some points on the board in the competition.
I'm sure there'll be a few changes for us, but for Reading as well. Not a fantastic start in the league, but yeah, I'm sure for them an opportunity to make a few changes in this competition.
Yeah, sometimes it's a welcome distraction, isn't it, having a cup game? You know, whether you're going really well in the league or whether you're not, it can be a welcome distraction. And I think you're right, there's probably going to be some changes on their part as well. So certainly it's not going to be the two strongest teams for both clubs, but you know, a game that we're going into really looking forward to. And like I said, hopefully we can come out winners.
And as you've alluded to, a fantastic stadium, and for some of the younger lads that might be involved tomorrow, it could be, you know, a really great first experience for them playing in a ground like that.
Absolutely, and you know, for the lads themselves and the families, it's a big occasion. You know, some of them won't have been involved before, so I'm pretty sure families will want to go down and watch them. And why would you not? Because if it was your son or brother or whatever, you know, these are big occasions and one to be celebrated.
Must have played at Reading once or twice in your career?
Yeah, a couple of times, I think, many moons ago now.
And in general, Darren, how are you settling in at the stadium? Been a little while since we last spoke when you came in, but had the whole pre-season tour and well into the season now, and I feel like you're well and truly part of the furniture again.
Yeah, obviously it's great to be back at the club. You know, that's probably not really had too much opportunity to say that. You know, we are so busy doing what we're doing and prepping for games and whatnot. But no, it's been great. It's a really good group of lads that we're working with. Obviously brilliant for me to be involved, and you know, really thankful for Paul and Richie bringing me back to the club. You know, it was something I always hoped would happen when I left here, that I'd come back in some capacity. But yeah, no, it's been fantastic. Lads are top draw, to be fair. Like I said, we've got a real strong group. Obviously we're probably not quite where we want to be just yet in the league, but a lot of injuries have certainly hampered us, and you know, we're definitely getting players back in the not too distant future. So you know, hopefully we can keep pushing on now.
And how have you found it transitioning from academy football with Port Vale and Stoke City to coming back into a first team environment, which of course you're very familiar with?
Yeah, it's been great for me. You know, my journey is only short. Like you say, started off in academy football, but it's been a really good grounding. It allows you to make loads of mistakes, to learn, make loads of mistakes, and you know, work on your craft and you know, get it as up to point and where you need it, or where you feel you need it to be. But there's a long way to go for me as well in what is a short journey in my career so far. But being part of the first team is fantastic, and especially, you know, at a club that I know so well.
And someone who's been full of praise for you since you've come back through the door is Dean Lewington. He says you're a fantastic coach, which we know you are, and I'm sure for you, Potsy, having someone like Dean in and around the place is great because it gives you some continuity. But for him as well, you're going through this journey, which he's just starting, going into academy football himself. So you can learn from each other in that sense.
Absolutely, and we speak all the time. Obviously, you know, we're in one office, but Louis literally through the back of our door, as you know, and you know there's always conversations taking place, and you know Dean is obviously a proper legend at this football club. You know there's not many like him in the game. There'll probably never be another one like him again. And obviously he's going through the same process, like you say, you know, learning his journey, only just coming out the game. So yeah, it's great to have familiarity around the place, and we can always bounce ideas off each other.
I feel like Louis will always be here really, but finally, Darren, what are the biggest differences for you now, do you think, coming back into the club and seeing it in its current state to maybe when you were last here?
Well, obviously we're in League Two, which you know, which is a start, which was never the case, you know, when I played here. But you know, it is what it is. Things happen for a reason. The club have been through some good times, some bad times as well. You know, and the reason why they've you know, asked Paul to come here because they've got aspirations to get out of this league and get as high as we can. So hopefully we can all be a part of that journey together.